Joining me live right now is Anas Malik. He's the Bureau Chief of Pakistan and he's joining us live from Islamabad. Anas, firstly, a very good morning to you. Has anyone from the Pakistani government reacted to Indian Army chief saying that only if the Pakistani Army and the ISI can unite with Imran Khan, then can only India go ahead with the talks?
Well, we're yet to see an official reaction coming in from the Pakistani government or the army, the military specifying the ISPR. But what we can confirm is that we will be expecting and anticipating a response in roughly 2.5 hours from now when the parliament is convened. We spoke to some politicians on off-the-record basis, and they had assured Wion that they would be responding formally to this statement by the Indian Army chief just a little before the parliamentary session. That is to begin roughly at around 11 a.m. Local time, roughly 11. That would be 11:30 a.m. India time. Now, on to the statement. Again, as I said, we've previously seen such responses coming in from the politicians here, but not specifically to this statement. They say that, and the general sentiment here in Pakistan is that the military and the ISI both are pretty much aligned with the civilian government, as to which, because if we go in time and if we go in record as well, we saw the statements from the military brass coming in as well, that they would want to have peace with India and they would want to move forward, and that peace is the only way forward for regional stability with India. That is why peace is foremost essential for both Pakistan and India. Yes.
Anas, of course, we'll be coming back to you as and when you do get a response from the Pakistani government. But just recently, after talks with Pakistan were cancelled with India, Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said that Pakistan will continue to pursue peace. But it seems like India and Pakistan are on two very different pages right now.
Absolutely, the Pakistani side has one claim that they would want to talk, and we saw that letter coming in from the Pakistani Prime Minister as well. Whereas the Indian side says that talks and terror cannot go hand in hand. Now, the Pakistani side's perspective is that even if there was terror, because they rule out this probability of terror emanating from the Indian side, from Pakistani side to the Indian soil, as claimed by India. However, if it was to be believed, then the Pakistani side says that terror was one of the 8 agendas that were to be discussed in that UNGA sideline meeting that was to be held tonight. If only the meeting had to go on, but unfortunately it had to be cancelled under the given circumstances. So Pakistan side has maintained that everything and every issues could have been talked out only if the Indian side is willing to sit down and talk. Yesterday night even we saw the Pakistani Prime Minister Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, while speaking to the media on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, he again emphasized that Pakistan would want peace, and it wants regional stability, it wants peace with India, and that is the reason he would not want to indulge in name calling or commenting on the cancellation of talks, because it just takes 2 words to get the situation worsened up, but Pakistan is not like that. So clearly there are 2 different tangents in terms of diplomacy that is currently ongoing. One that is of the Pakistani government and one that is of the Indian government. Yes.
Right, Anas, thank you for joining us with all those details, and we'll of course come back to you as the story develops further.